And that is when the vice president said, "You're absolutely right, they are short." If you don't recognize the fact that you have confounded your opposition, you have them off of their game plan right now. Because in 2008, they thought that they would run their agenda right over the United States of America. But what's more important is that the person that we have to be successful in defeating in November 2012, 2 months ago had a 52, 53% approval rating. Today, his approval rating is 39%. And that is because in this debate, you and the people you sent to Washington, D.C. were able to show that this is a person that is not connected, had no plan, is irrelevant, and you have diminished this incredible aura to the point where today the president was out saying that we are having such great success in growing our economy, and he doesn't realize that in the past 2 quarters, we've had 0.4% and 1.3% GDP growth. Now, what does that look like? It looks like someone that has no touch of reality. That's the strategic position that we have gotten ourselves in as we go forward. Now, let's talk about this debt agreement. Is it absolutely the perfect plan? No. And I said that so many times. I said it was the 70 to 75% plan. But let me tell you what we were able to achieve. For the first time ever, the raising of the debt limit was attached to spending cuts. Now, are they grand spending cuts? Absolutely not. $21 billion in the first year, $47 billion in the second year. But you've established a precedent where no one ever again can come back and talk about raising the debt ceiling without having some type of equal or exceeding spending cuts. The first time we're talking about capping federal government spending. Federal government spending that is 24.4% of our GDP, with a program to go to 32% of our GDP by 2017. We can bring that back down, get it in line with revenues, 18 to 20%. We're talking about 19.5, 19.6%, where we're going to cap federal government spending. And for the first time in 16 years, a balanced budget amendment has the possibility of being sent back down to the American people. 15 years ago, it failed by 1 vote in the Senate. So between 1 October and the end of the year, there will be a vote in the House and the Senate on a balanced budget amendment. The federal government cannot continue to operate itself unlike anyone else, where it is not living within its means. Now, this joint commission of Congress, absolutely not. That was one of the things that I did not like about this debt agreement. As a matter of fact, I sat down and I spoke with the Speaker of the House and also the Chairman of the Armed Services Committee. And I made the recommendation that at least these 2 types of people should be on there. A subcommittee chairman from the Armed Services Committee, because one of the things, Pam, I want you to add to this, don't ever stop talking about national security.
That's right.